Hi everyone, it's Kathy Norris from Iridology Fusion. I'm bringing you our pod number 2 in our series on common mistakes made by iridologists. Our number 2 pod, I'll be talking about taking too much time. So let's get into this and see what it's all about. I know from firsthand experience what it feels like to be a newly certified iridologist. I've been one now for 25 years. It's exciting. It's super exciting to look in someone's eye, see what's going on, and then relay this information back to the client for confirmation. It's awesome. It feels good. But sometimes we take way too much time. Now, this goes into what I said in pod number 1. It can be very overwhelming and confusing for the client to talk about every aspect that you see in the eye. But it is equally overwhelming and confusing to take a lot of time. Really, people only have about a 30 to 45-minute window when they are learning something that they are really engaged and in tune with you. So although you may want to pick out everything you see, we know that that can be confusing. But let's keep our time down to a nice structured amount of time that the client really understands what we're telling them. So we want to be able to give our clients their money's worth. So if you schedule an hour-long session, you're going to want to take some time to explain what you see and how you see that. Your client will have questions. So you need to allow maybe a 10 or 15-minute time spot for them to be able to ask their questions and feel good about what you have shared with them. They may have questions about supplementation or essential oils. You need to be able to explain that as well with not running over into your other appointments. So once the client and you have a session and you are confirming things within the eye, there's no need to really ask a lot of questions, just move on. As we can see on this slide, I've broken down how we should adjust our time. We know that time is money and money is time. That's just as true for us as it is our client. So managing time is very important. You do want to stick to your schedule, especially if you have another client right behind your current client. When you finish the session, you want to be able to schedule within a 30-day period a time to speak to your client again about how they are doing, how they're feeling. This is very important to follow up on. You do want to allow time to discuss food options, maybe some supplements or other natural health modalities and therapies. If you do suggest supplements, you need to allow time to explain those supplements. So there again, that's another reason to watch your time. You do want to be able to take a break after your client to refresh your brain, hydrate with some water, take a good stretch or a little walk. You may need about 10 minutes or so to adjust before the next one. So plan on that as well. So thanks for attending the number 2 pod on taking too much time. I'll talk to you later, and we'll be talking in pod 3 about not asking the right questions. Thanks a lot.